Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul here from Midland Marauders. So a couple of weeks ago I put a poll up on Twitter, and I also put it up on the community tab as to whether people wanted to see the my hobby room and whether I should clean it or show it off in all its messy glory. So I have a confession to make. I didn't clean it, but I did make it in such a way that I can walk around it again. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. I have it in my my Osmo, and so we'll take a look around. So there's the door into the room there. We come down here. Over on this shelf then I've got, so a lot of things I collect, I sort of have like a story with them, or they have some sort of meaning to me. So He-Man, that was like the very first action figure that I ever got as a child. So, you know, he's there. He's very important to me. Got a little governor there that from The Walking Dead that I got in a blind bag, a little Playmobil scuba diver, because I also enjoy scuba diving. I've got a autographed picture of Darth Vader by David Prowse himself. A bottle of Iron Maiden Trooper beer there. A guy I worked with brought that back to me from the UK. A Marvel Legends Death's Head. It always disappointed me that Marvel, or that Hasbro, made such a small Death's Head, because I really loved the comic. The anniversary edition of He-Man is there as well, and a large Predator there. There's the trap jaw that I opened as well. Coming down here then we've got the Ninja from Metal Gear Solid, and some Bandai Star Wars model kits. We've got some deformed model kits there as well. A Rock Lord. Some of the Spider-Man animated Carnage there. Down here I've got Masters of the Universe stuff. There some of the new Origin stuff. Then down the end I've got Borg, and I've got the old Kenner Terminator 2 Judgment Day figures, along with Mr. Freeze. I love that Mr. Freeze, that his head pops off in like a spider body. And we've got more. These are sort of original Masters of the Universe down here. Got some of the Netflix ones. Down at the bottom then I've got some books, a tape from a band I used to be in with guys I was in school with. That was a demo that we made. And we've got the Origins Castle Grayskull there, the Origins Landshark. I'm going to get this down here. And there. That is the Point Dread Talon Fighter there. I do not have Point Dread, and it is missing the radar dish off the top of it. I've got the Lego Ecto 1 and the Diamond Select Ghostbusters behind it with the Firehouse as well. And there's the Wind Raider and a Playmobil Ecto 1 in there as well. That's a really cool Ecto 1 because it's got licensed sounds on it. So you got like a really cool, that was well worth anyone that was thinking about getting it. It's well worth it. Over here then, I've got piles and piles of stuff that I have to get rid of into my attic space. Even some Dark Vengeance sets. This is my desk that I do my recordings at, with my foam that I put up there on the wall to try and dampen the acoustics down. Down the bottom of the desk then I've got some packing tape there. I've got all my dice. Again, I've got dice here from these dice. I got those dice when I went on honeymoon to San Francisco, and we walked nearly the full length of the Panhandle to find a game store to buy those in. Got some Necromunda dice, Blood Bowl dice, Death Watch dice, Dark Angels dice, Ultramarines dice. This is a bag of dice from the old world. These are really nice there. The little compressor thing off my airbrush that I'm going to attempt to use to paint some terrain. I've got the new Wave 4 for Master of the Universe Battleground. I have to open that yet, and I'm going to do a review of that. And then up here we've got Prince Adam on his Sky Sleigh from the Origins line again. Got a perfect grade RX 78-2, I should say there. That was such a great model kit to build, and the core fighter beside it, just absolutely awesome. And the beam saber does light up, and there's light in the chest and things like that. There's the More Storm Iron Man kit. That was a great kit to build as well. And I'm gonna do the things still working. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. It's cool. I really love that kit. And I've got my G1 Optimus Prime there. Beside him, I've got the Studio Cell. Is it the Studio Series O Cell thing? Anyway, it's like a third party, not Unicron. That's Unicron. And in the corner, figures that I always wanted as a child, but never got them. But I bought them then as an adult. The Centurions. In the back there, I've got some Fans Project stuff there. Fans Project? Yes, I believe it's Fans Project. Over here, I've got more Gundams. Another Optimus Prime, third party one from Stormbringer comic. I've got the shelf of Primes. Not all my Primes are on this shelf. I have Optimus Primal somewhere else. I have another Masterpiece Optimus Prime. My Masterpiece shelf. Yeah, you'll see them dotted around the room. And we've got more Gundams up here. That Master Grade Unicorn Gundam is just fantastic. It's a transforming Unicorn Gundam, so it's really cool. Down the bottom then, I've got my... Well, there's nothing really happening here at the minute. Putting some terrain in there. I've got my roleplay stuff there for Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar. I've got my unpainted Dark Angels there, all lined up, looking grey and blue, with my Warhammer World Land Raider. Such a cool Land Raider, I love it. And down the bottom here, I've got all my board games. Gloomhaven, Dungeon Saga, I've got Space Crusade, Hero Quest, Advanced Hero Quest, New Hero Quest, Talisman, Warhammer Quest, Core City. I do not have the original Warhammer Quest, but that would be such a sweet thing to actually get my hands on. I did sort of get bitten by the dungeon crawler bug during lockdown, and I never really looked back. So then we move over here. I've got my Masterpiece Decepticons here. These are sort of G1 Decepticons that I have. KFC Reflector. That's a knockoff of the Fans Toys Thomas. The rest are all, that's KFC Octane, I think it is, or Tankor, whatever they call it. That is the Fans Toys. Well, it's actually not the Fans. It's the knockoff Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave. And he came with 3 tapes. So I ended up having to use a third tape, a knockoff. Well, there are actually 2 knockoffs to complete that set. Up here I've got some Dark Angel companions there at the front. I find a place to put them. And these are the Studio Series 86 toys. They're getting a shelf of their own. So I'm waiting for Snarl to be released to join the Dinobots. And then up here we've got some Age of Sigmar stuff, some Blood Bowl stuff, and my Dark Angels from the Horus Heresy that we painted up for the channel. They're ready to go and purge the traitors and heretics. Up top then I've got trans-scanning Optimus Prime Bumblebees behind him. I don't know what's in that box. That could be Ultra Magnus, I'd say. The Takara Ultra Magnus. Barrett Simpson. Got the box off the Takara Mickey Mouse Optimus Prime. Some bobblehead Transformers. Up top then again. Anyone that has watched UK TV will recognise Bert there from Trapdoor. We've got a Sharkticon in there as well. Up on top then I've also got the limited edition tape measure that Games Workshop brought out. More Transformers. I have to watch where I'm going, but I don't trip over anything here. A Toblerone that my wife and kids got me for my birthday with my name on it. A Dalek in there. More Transformers there. A broken Centurion gun. My last 2 alternators. I got rid of all the rest of my alternators. And this is, okay, so I know he's not season 1 or 2. But this is my Transformer shelf, my Masterpiece Transformers, consisting of season 1 and 2 Transformers on it. So can I just say, if you see anything in here that you want to see a video of, just let me know and I'll do it. We got more. These are the sort of the movie shelf here. And then down the bottom I've got all my rule books. I like to have my rule books, my codexes alphabetized. And then I realized that I don't have a pile of shame. I have what I now term as a corner of humiliation. So basically, get this down here. So there's a whole pile of Necromunda shame. And there's a whole stack of Horus Heresy shame. And then we come over here and we've got some Warhammer 40k. We've got some Warcry in there. We've got some more Necromunda. We've got a half a Dominion set that was never put together. We've got a whole shelf of terrain down there that's never been painted. Check that out. Coming up the back there, we've got more stuff that's never been put together. We've got the castle there from Warhammer Fantasy that was never painted. I've got my Beast Wars over here. Masterpiece ones. More kits never put together. Then I've got back here, I've got these two guys here are knockoffs of the Yes Model Headmasters. I bought them just after Christmas. They were like €100 for the two of them. So like quality wise, they're not great, but look at if you're just going to have them standing there on your shelf, they're perfectly fine. For like €50 each, I thought it was pretty good. I've got the X-Trans Bots Protectobots there, waiting to get the other three. I've got the X-Trans Bots Menasor there. And the Gravity Builder there, that's the oversized Jinbao one with the new upgrade kit on it. It's actually a fantastic one. Fantastic value for money as well. Over here then we've got the Lego Optimus Prime. And beside him, the Legacy Menasor with the DNA design upgrade kit on him. Got some more painted minis there. And I've got it's a Batman model kit that I got from it's a Bandai. But what's really cool is just like in the I don't know if it was ever done in the comics, but in the new movie, The Batman, this is actually the Batarang. And that is the way it works on him as well. That's actually the Batarang. We've got my Adeptus Titanicus stuff there. I've got all my Necron, well, not all of them, but most of my Necrons painted there that I have. An army that I tend to do that. I paint up stuff that I don't actually use, and the stuff that I do use remains grey, bizarrely. We've got unpainted Space Wolves. I've got a Crom Dragon Gaze there. I'm very proud of that one, actually. I like the way I painted that. I'm really happy with the way the snow turned out on that base. Blood Angels in the back. And then I've got like a whole shelf of unpainted orcs. Ah, yeah. More terrain underneath that. And then down the bottom here, I have the entire IDW G1 Marvel Transformers series that was released. It took ages to collect, and then COVID arrived before it was finished, and I ended up paying nearly a kidney to get it finished. Coming over here then, I've got some army cases there. I've also got terrain up here on top. I have an old Ghostbusters projector there that does actually work. I'll show you on the wall there. There you go. And yeah, it'll check the little thing up there. I've got the Lost in Space robot from one of my two huge guilty pleasures. Lost in Space with Matt LeBlanc and Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone are like my two ultimate guilty pleasures. Don't judge me, please. I do really enjoy Dredd with what's his name? Urban from Lord of the Rings. Anyway, I've got a little Jimi Hendrix action figure here as well. Skeletor's just after falling off the shelf. And we've got the Titan Returns Fort Max there. Also have a box here full of Transformers Armada. There's G1 in there. There's bits of everything in there. There's some Universe in there. There's Earthrise in that one. So bits of everything. I'll just keep coming over. I've got a Trypticon there, G1 Trypticon. That's missing a few parts off him. Coming over here then, I've got the Ghostbusters Firehouse, the real Ghostbusters. Real Ghostbusters Ecto 1. Down the bottom we've got Brave Maximus and Scorponok with the 2 DNA upgrade kits on him. I don't have the leg upgrade kit. I was a bit sort of on the fence for it, and I thought I didn't need it. I've got more Diamond Select Ghostbusters figures in that box as well. Coming up top then, I've got Omega Supreme standing on the Firehouse because I had no place else to put him. And I've got a real Ghostbusters Proton Pack. I remember getting that Proton Pack as a kid, running around in it. And then over here in the corner, I've got the rooftop scene from Ghostbusters. Egon has taken a tumble in there. That's the one thing I found with the Diamond Select figures. They were a bit difficult to keep standing. But anyway. And down here we've got more Transformers here. This was a wave of Transformers, and for the life of me I cannot remember what it was called, but it also included some G1 Transformers. It was a bit bizarre. Then down the bottom, right down here, I've got my Ninja Turtles. Also was a huge favourite of mine as a child. More empty boxes there, but it's important to keep the boxes, guys. Over here then I've got my Masters of the Universe Battleground, some Armada Minicons, and then up on this shelf, I know they're jam-packed in and it does not do them justice, and I am ashamed to say that I have it done. It is the Transformers animated figures, probably some of the best figures that were released in the last 20 years. In this line. Absolutely top class stuff. Then up on top here, I've got my more Ghostbusters. They're lining up. And I've got my Combiner Wars Devastator with the DNA upgrade kit, because that foot, there was no way I was leaving that weird truck foot thing on it that Hasbro had left. And I've got a Devastator, or Predaking I should say, again with the DNA upgrade kit for the sword and the wings, which just makes him look that little bit more impressive. There's Slimer up on top there from the movie. And in the back there we've got a huge Blood Bowl orc that I walked halfway through Dublin City with, thanks to Andy Farrell when he was running GW in Dublin. And out here in the middle then, come on, turn around there. Come on. I have my gaming table here in the middle. So this table, I built it here. There's quite a few stains on it from just use, and that I need to paint it. But what this does is, it's a 4x4 table that I built, and I can pull these out at the ends. And then I can take these sections here and open them out. And I've got an 8x4 gaming table if I want it. So there you have it, guys. That's my hobby room. So thanks so much for watching. If there's anything that you saw in the room that you want to see me make a video of, you want to see a bit more of, just let me know. And let me know in the comment section, and I'll happily do a video of it. Until the next time, I'll catch you all, and keep on hobbying.